Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today the Cubs and Dodgers are going to square off for Game 4 of this 4-game series in Los Angeles. The Cubs, after winning Game 1, have lost the last two ball games and are looking to draw even and earn a split with the Dodgers for the series. Today's game is going to feature Brent Suter on the mound for the Cubs. He is making start number 14 with a 4-3 record. He has a 3.06 ERA and a 0.97 WHIP. Suter will be supported by a lineup of Hoerner, Rizzo, Correa, Harper, Springer, Bryant, Santana, Amaya, and Suter batting ninth. Caleb Ferguson will be on the mound for the Dodgers. The lefty Ferguson is making start number 16 with a 6-3 record. He has a 3.05 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP. The Dodgers lineup today will be Pollock, Muncy, Bellinger, Lux, Smith, Peters, Gyorko, McKinstry, and Ferguson batting ninth. It is 66 degrees, the wind blowing in from right at 7 mph. I feel like we have the exact same weather every single day of this series in Los Angeles. Ferguson on the mound, ready to face off with the Cubs. Nico Hoerner stepping into the right-handed batter's box. We have lefty versus lefty on the mound today as Suter and Ferguson both throw from the left side. The Cubs are still maintaining a 13.5 game lead in the Central Division. They have, however, dropped to 9 games behind the Dodgers for the best record in the National League. Ferguson now delivering, and Hoerner is going to loop that one over the first baseman's head, drop into no man's land in short right field for a leadoff single. With Hoerner on first, Rizzo now is the batter. Nobody out. 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch, and Rizzo drives it into right. That's going to drop in for another base hit. Now, Hoerner and Rizzo have found just about the exact same spot as Hoerner goes first to third on the single, and now the Cubs have runners on the corners with nobody out. Carlos Correa is the next batter for the Cubs. No score yet in this ball game. However, the Cubs looking to break through in the first inning. 1 strike is the count, and Correa is going to pop it up to right. This is not going to be deep enough. The shortstop, the second baseman goes out, makes the play in short right field for out number 1. Bryce Harper now the batter. 2 men on, 1 out. Ferguson working with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Harper, and he swings and misses at a high fastball for out number 2. That was a fastball at 94 that was up around his eyes, and that'll be the first strikeout of the game for Caleb Ferguson. George Springer now the batter. 2 outs, 2 men on. 2 strikes is the count. Springer waiting, and he checks his swing for strike 3. So the Cubs strand 2. They do not score. We go to the bottom of the first of a 0-0 ball game. A.J. Pollock facing off with Suter to lead off the bottom of the first inning. 2-1 is the count. Suter looking for the side. He delivers the pitch. Driven to deep center field. Going back is Springer. He's going to have room. On the warning track, he makes the catch for out number 1. Suter now facing Muncy. 1 out, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Here's the pitch. Driven to right center field. This time, Springer calling off Harper and making the catch for out number 2. Suter now faces Bellinger with 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Suter working. And a grounder towards second. Hoerner has it. He throws to first, which ends the inning. So the Dodgers retired in order. We go to the top of the second of a 0-0 ball game. Chris Bryant leading off against Caleb Ferguson, top of the second inning. Full count. Bryant awaits the pitch, and he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt for out number 1. Third strikeout of the day for Ferguson, and it brings up Danny Santana. Switch hitting Santana, batting from the right side against the lefty Ferguson. Full count again. Here comes the pitch. This time it's low, and Santana lays off, taking the walk. So with 1 out, there's a runner on first. Miguel Amaya is the next batter. He is going to face Ferguson, who is not particularly good at holding runners. I think we're going to look for an opportunity to run right here. Swing away on the first pitch. Amaya lines it up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. So no opportunity to steal as Miguel Amaya gets a first pitch single, and that'll bring up the pitcher Suter. Now this is going to be the sacrifice situation. We're going to have Suter lay down the bunt to advance the runners. He bunts it over toward third, perfectly placed. The only play is at first, and now there are second and third with 2 outs. Nico Hoerner is the next batter. He is 1 for 1 today. Facing off with Ferguson in the top of the second inning. 2 outs, 2 men on. First pitch, and he drives it deep to left field. Chasing is the left fielder. I think he's going to run out of room. That's in the bullpen. Nico Hoerner with a 3-run home run, and the Cubs take the lead in the top of the second inning. 397 feet over the left field wall. And Nico Hoerner getting high fives from his teammates as the Cubs jump out to the early lead here in the top of the second inning. Anthony Rizzo now facing off with Ferguson. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. And Rizzo drives it to right, but that's going to be playable. The running catch is made to end the inning. So the Cubs score 3 times on the Hoerner home run to go to the bottom of the second of a 3-0 Cub lead. Suter on the mound facing Gavin Lux here in the bottom of the second. 1 ball is the count. Here comes the pitch. Driven to right center field. Chasing is Springer toward the warning track. He makes the play for out number 1. Suter now facing Smith. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Suter looking for the sign, and he delivers. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. That was a fastball. Although only clocking in at 85 miles an hour, it did get the job done. First strikeout of the day for Suter, and it brings up DJ Peters. With 2 outs, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Suter delivers. Grounder towards short. Correa charges. He has it. Throws to first, and that'll end the inning. The Dodgers go down in order. We go to the top of the third of a 3-0 ball game. Carlos Correa coming up for his second at-bat, leading off against Ferguson here in the top of the third inning. 2 strikes is the count. Ferguson delivers the pitch. Grounder toward first. Muncy has it. He steps on the base for out number 1. Harper now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 is the count. And Harper grounds it to first. Again, wash, rinse, repeat. The first baseman steps on the base, and that's out number 2. Springer the batter. 2 outs and nobody on. 1-2 is the count. Here's the pitch to George Springer. And that is strike 3 called at the knees, so the inning is over. Ferguson gets his 4th strikeout to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the third of a 3-0 Cub lead. Suter facing Giorco here in the bottom of the third to lead off for the Dodgers. 3-1 is the count. Suter delivers the pitch. Grounder towards short. Correa has it. He throws to first, and it's dropped. Rizzo drops it, and that's going to be an error, allowing the runner to take first base. They're saying that's a throwing error. Man, it really looked like Rizzo got his glove on that one, but the official scorer charges the error to Correa, which means we have a runner on first, nobody out. McKinstry now the batter, bottom of the third inning. We are throwing over to first to keep the runner close. It's thrown over, and Giorco steps back safely. So now we're going to pitch to McKinstry, and there's a pop-up to left. Chasing is Santana toward the line, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Caleb Ferguson, the pitcher, is now the batter. We're going to be looking to throw over to first again here. See if we can catch him sleeping. Giorco gets back safely. We're going to throw over there again. And Giorco does not go anywhere. Pitching to the batter, I'm expecting a bunt attempt. The bunt is back toward the mound. The throw goes to first with Hoerner covering. That'll be out number 2. The runner advances to second. And now A.J. Pollock, the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Suter working to Pollock with a 1-2 count. Popped up to right. Harper chasing toward the line. He looks up and makes the play to end the inning. So the error does not hurt the Cubs. We go now to the top of the fourth of a 3-0 ball game. Chris Bryant leading off against Caleb Ferguson, top of the 4th inning. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch, and Bryant pops it up to left center field. Chasing is the left fielder who makes the play for out number 1. Danny Santana now batting. 1 out, nobody on. Santana waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Santana strikes out on a high fastball for out number 2. 5 strikeouts on the day for Ferguson, and it brings up Miguel Amaya. 2-2 is the count. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss to end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. They go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the 4th of a 3-0 ball game. Suter facing Max Muncy here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 is the count. Here is the pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. Got him with the changeup down low, and that is out number 1. Cody Bellinger now batting with 1 out and nobody on. 2-2 is the count to Bellinger, and he grounds it over to second. Horner has it. He flips to first for out number 2. Suter now working to Gavin Lux with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch to Gavin Lux. Here it comes. Line past the first baseman into right field. That'll be the Dodgers' first base hit of this ball game. Harper gets it back in quickly. Lux holds with a single, and now Smith is the batter. 2 outs, 1 man on. Suter working with a 2-1 count. And a liner towards short, picked up on 1 hop and thrown to second, which will end the inning. So the Dodgers strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the top of the 5th of a 3-0 Cub lead. Suter now leading off against Ferguson in the top of the 5th inning. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Suter pops it up. Shallow left field, taking a step or 2 back, is the left fielder, and he makes the play for out number 1. Horner now the batter, 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball is the count to Nico Horner. Here comes the pitch. And a liner over the shortstop's head in the left field. That is going to be another base hit. Horner now on first with Rizzo the next batter. 1 out, 1 man on. Ferguson working with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And Rizzo swings and misses for strike 3. That was a curveball that dove down to the shoe tops for out number 2. Ferguson with 7 strikeouts on the day. Now he's going to face Carlos Correa. 2 outs, 1 man on. 2-2 is the count, and Correa pops it up to right. This is routine. The right fielder chasing. He gets there and makes the play to end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. Going to the bottom of the 5th of a 3-0 ball game. Peters facing Suter, bottom of the 5th, 3-0 count. Here comes the pitch, and Suter, that's a check swing, but it's ball 4, so Suter issues the walk, and we have the leadoff runner on base with Giorgio coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 5th. Full count, here's the pitch. Popped up, left center field, chasing is Santana. He calls off Springer and makes the play. The throw goes to first to see if they could double off the runner, but he is safe. So now with 1 out, 1 man on, McKinstry is the next batter. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. McKinstry drives it down the right field line, chasing his Harper, and he jumps, but he runs out of room. So the Dodgers get a 2-run home run. That makes this a 1-run ball game, 359 feet down the right field line. And the Cubs see their lead cut by 67% here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Corey Seager now facing Brent Suter with 1 out and nobody on. Seager pinch hitting for the pitcher's spot in the bottom of the 5th. Full count. Suter delivers. And there's a pop-up behind third base. Chasing is Bryant. He calls for it, makes the play in short left field for out number 2. Pollock now the batter with 2 outs and nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Pollock awaits the pitch and a pop-up to right. Harper on the run. He makes the play to end the inning. So the Dodgers score twice. The Cubs still have a 1-run lead going into the top of the 6th inning. And now Bryce Harper is going to face the new Dodger pitcher. Jose Urena has come out of the bullpen. He's thrown 42 2/3 innings, walked 18, struck out 41 with a 6.12 ERA. Urena will face Harper, Springer, and Bryant here in the top of the 6th inning. 1-2 is the count as Bryce Harper stands in waiting for the pitch. And Harper swings and misses for strike 3. So that is out number 1. George Springer now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 is the pitch. Here it comes to George Springer. And he lines it right up the middle. The second baseman on the shift is in position. And he makes the play for out number 2. Bryant now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. 1 ball is the count. Here's the pitch, and Bryant grounds it to second. The throw goes to first, which will end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. We go to the bottom of the sixth of a 3-2 ball game. Suter coming out to face Muncy, Bellinger, and Lux here in the bottom of the sixth inning. And we are just going to go ahead and preemptively warm up Liam Hendriks in the event that we get down to those righties with runners on base in this inning. Suter now facing Muncy. Cubs up by 1 in the bottom of the sixth inning. Here's a 2-1 count and the pitch. And a drive to right. That is deep. Harper going back, and that is going to make it to the seats. We have a tie ball game here in the bottom of the sixth inning as Max Muncy just crushed a 430-foot home run out to the right field stands. That is home run number 16 for Max Muncy, and it brings up Cody Bellinger. We're going to visit the mound and calm down Suter a little bit. He says he hasn't broken a sweat, but he's going to face Bellinger now in a tie ball game here in the bottom of the sixth inning. First pitch to Cody Bellinger. Here it comes. And a grounder toward first. Rizzo has it. He steps on the base himself for out number 1. That is 3 unassisted. And now Gavin Lux, the batter, with 1 out, nobody on. Suter working. Here's the pitch. Grounder up the middle. This time Horner has it. He charges. He throws to first. That's out number 2. So now, Hendriks is not ready to come in. Smith is the batter. Suter's going to get to face Smith and try to get out of this inning with 2 outs and nobody on. Suter working with a 2-strike count. Here it comes. Grounder toward short. Correa charges. He has it. He throws to first, which ends the inning. So the Cubs allow the game to be tied on the Muncy home run. We go to the top of the 7th of a 3-all tie. Danny Santana is going to face Urena here to lead off for the Cubs in the top of the 7th inning. Urena threw a perfect 6th, and with the pitcher spot due up third, we are going to be using a pinch hitter in this inning. So Santana facing Urena with a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And a liner into center field. That'll be a base hit. So the go-ahead runner is on first. And that will bring up Miguel Amaya here in the top of the 7th inning. Now Urena is actually very good at holding runners, so we aren't going to be trying to run against him. He is going to be facing Miguel Amaya with a 1-strike count. Here comes the pitch. And Amaya pops it up short left field. Coming in is the left fielder who makes the play for out number 1. Next up is Suter, and this is where we're going to get our pinch hitter. Coming off the bench is going to be Mike Tauschman. And he is going to pinch hit for the pitcher's spot. Hendriks, we're going to make sure that he doesn't get tired out there. He's ready to come in, I should say. So Tauschman facing Urena with 1 out and 1 man on. Here's the 1-ball count and the pitch to Mike Tauschman, and he pops it up to center. Going back is Bellinger toward the warning track, and he makes the play for out number 2. A leaping catch out there in center field, and Tauschman's retired, which brings up Nico Horner. Horner has accounted for the Cub runs in this ball game. He is 3 for 3 today with a home run and 3 RBIs. Urena facing Horner with 2 outs, 1 man on top of the 7th inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and there's a grounder toward first. Muncy has it. He flips to the pitcher covering, and that is going to end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We are going now to the bottom of the 7th inning. Hendriks is ready to come in, and he will be brought into the number 9 spot to pitch in the 7th inning. Hendriks is going to face the 6, 7, and 8 batters in the Dodgers lineup in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hendriks facing DJ Peters with a 2-1 count. Liam Hendriks looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. Liner into right, chasing is Harper. That's going to go all the way to the wall as it splits the gap between the outfielders. A leadoff double for the Dodgers' DJ Peters here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And now Gyorko is the batter. And we are going to go ahead and warm up Blake Taylor. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Matt Beatty, Jock Peterson, and Kelbert Ruiz are all on the Dodgers bench that all bat either lefty or switch hitting. So we're going to visit the mound. He says he's still feeling good. Hendricks facing Gyorko here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner on second, nobody out. Throwing over to second, we're going to see if we can catch the runner napping. The throw, and oh, that was so close, but he did dive back safely. So now we're going to pitch to the batter. Here comes the first pitch, and a pop-up to left center field. Chasing with a long run is Santana, and he makes the play, getting it quickly back into the cutoff man for the first out of the inning. And now McKinstry is the batter. With 1 out, 1 man on. Blake Taylor is still warming up. Hendricks is going to have to work to McKinstry here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-2 is the count. And that is strike 3 called right at the knees. That is out number 2. And now Mookie Betts is the batter. Betts is facing Hendricks off the Dodgers bench with the go-ahead run on second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Taylor is ready, but we're not bringing him in to face the righty Betts. So Hendricks working, trying to get out of this inning. Full count pitch, Betts waiting. That is strike 3 called at the knees, and Betts can't believe it. He is rung up looking. Hendricks gets 2 strikeouts. The runner is stranded. We go to the top of the 8th of a 3-3 tie. So Taylor will be utilized in the bottom of the 8th inning. However, Brad Hand has come out of the Dodgers bullpen to pitch in this tie ball game. Hand has thrown 31 1/3 innings, walked 5, struck out 36 with a 3.45 ERA. He's going to face Rizzo, Correa, and Harper here in the top of the 8th inning. Rizzo waiting for the 1-strike pitch. Hand looking for the sign. And here's the delivery. And a grounder back toward the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws to first, and that is out number 1. Correa now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2 strikes is the count. Here comes the pitch to Correa, and he grounds it up the middle. The second baseman has it. The throw over to first, and that's out number 2. Bryce Harper now stepping up to the plate. Facing Hand with 2 outs, nobody on in a tie ball game here in the top of the 8th inning. We are going to get Blake Taylor warmed back up just to make sure he's ready. 2 strikes is the count. Here is the pitch to Harper, and he swings and misses at a pitch that was low away to end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. We are going to the bottom of the 8th of a 3-3 tie. And now Blake Taylor is going to be brought in to pitch in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Edwin Diaz is going to be warmed up in the event that anybody gets on base. If we get to Will Smith, Diaz is definitely going to get into this game in the 8th inning. Now, Pollock is the batter. He's facing Taylor with nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th inning. Classic leadoff situation. Here's the full count pitch from Blake Taylor. He is looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. And that is low. It is ball 4. So Taylor issuing the leadoff walk as Pollock heads down to first. Pollock, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's kind of fast. We're going to have to pay attention to him as Max Muncy steps up to the plate. He tied the ball game on a home run his last time up. We're going to throw over to first and see if we can keep Pollock honest. The throw goes to first as Pollock steps back safely, pitching to the batter now. Let's see if we can... Oh, they're laying down a bunt. They're having Max Muncy square around a bunt in the bottom of the 8th inning. That is just bizarre. Throw over to first again. See if you can catch him sleeping. Nope, didn't happen. All right, pitch to the batter. 1 ball count. Here it comes. That's a check swing for strike 1. So Muncy now facing Taylor with a 1-1 count. Here comes the next pitch. And the bunt is laid down. The catcher has it. He throws to second, and they gun down the lead runner for the first out of the inning. Amaya absolutely showed cat-like reflexes there coming out from behind the plate. And with a heads-up play, he gets the lead runner for the first out of the 8th inning. And now Taylor is facing Bellinger with 1 out, 1 man on, tie ball game. I'm pretty sure that Muncy, yeah, he's a little slower than Pollock. We still got to pay attention to him, but we're going to pitch to Bellinger, see what happens here. There's a liner into center field. That's going to be a base hit. Bellinger gets the single. The runner stops on second, and now we have first and second with 1 out, and Gavin Lux is the batter here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So Taylor facing Lux, and I think that we're just going to go ahead and bring in Edwin Diaz. I don't think that there's any reason to leave. I mean, Taylor is a lefty, Lux is a lefty, and there are advantages to that matchup. However, Taylor is not. I think we just need to bring in Diaz and just hopefully get out of this inning with a tie. So, Edwin Diaz is entering the game. He inherits 2 runners, first and second, with 1 out. Bottom of the 8th inning of a tie ball game. Diaz working. Here is the pitch to Gavin Lux. And a liner down the left field line. That's going to untie the ball game. The runners are going to score. The first run rounds third and heads home. The second runner rounds third and heads home. The throw goes to third as Gavin Lux has a bases clearing triple. And now the Cubs are down 5-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. So now Diaz will face Will Smith with 1 out, 1 man on. Here's a 2-2 count, and that's a swing and a miss for strike 3, so Smith strikes out for the second out of the inning. Diaz now facing Peters. 2 outs, 1 man on. 1-2 is the count. Diaz working, and a swing and a miss to end the inning. Well, after giving up the triple, he strikes out the next 2 batters. We're going to the top of the 9th now of a 5-3 ball game. Cubs need to score twice to tie this up and force the next half inning. George Springer stepping up to the plate for the Cubs here in the top of the 9th. 2 strikes is the count. Here's the pitch to Springer. And on the mound is Kenley Jansen. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So Jansen strikes out the first batter he faces, brings up Chris Bryant. 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch. Here it comes. That is outside for ball 4, so Chris Bryant draws the walk. And that means we're going to get a pinch runner. Bryant is going to be pinch run for by Malik Smith as Danny Santana steps up to the plate. Santana facing Jansen with 1 out and a runner on first. Jansen is not good at holding runners. We're going to try to take advantage of that. Swinging away at the first pitch, that is inside for ball 1. Let's see what Jansen does now with a 1-ball count. There's a grounder towards second. Oh, and the second baseman bobbles it, and he loses it. The runners are going to be safe. Gavin Lux with the fielding error at second base, and the Cubs now have first and second with only 1 out. Miguel Amaya is the next batter. And now we are going to attempt the double steal. So Miguel Amaya stepping up to the plate with the tying runs on base in the top of the 9th inning. 1 out. Amaya facing Jansen. We are going to try the double steal on the first pitch. Let's see what happens here. The runners are going. There's the pitch. The throw goes down to third, and Malik Smith is safe at third. Santana is safe at second, and now the tying runs are in scoring position here in the top of the 9th inning. Amaya facing Jansen. We're going to put this back on 1-pitch mode. Here's the 2-strike pitch, and Miguel Amaya swings and misses for strike 3. So that is the second out of the inning, and now we're going to get a pinch hitter for Edwin Diaz. which means that we're going to warm up Birdie to pitch in the next half inning, and the pinch hitter is going to be Wilson Ramos. Ramos is coming up to the plate, batting .264 with 6 home runs and 19 RBIs on the season. Ramos facing Jansen with 2 outs and 2 men on in the top of the 9th inning. Jansen working with a 1-1 count. Here is the pitch to Ramos, and he grounds it towards short. That's picked up and thrown over to first, which will end the game. So the Cubs strand 2. They do not score. The Dodgers are victorious 5-3 here in Los Angeles. So the Dodgers take 3 out of 4 in this series. They get 5 runs on 6 hits with 1 error. The Cubs 3 runs on 6 hits with 1 error. The player of today's game is the Cubs' Nico Hoerner. In a losing effort, Hoerner went 3 for 4, driving in 3 runs and scoring once, hitting his 7th home run of the season. The Cubs' Blake Taylor takes the loss. He threw an inning, a third of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, and surrendered 2 runs when Diaz gave up the RBI triple. Brad Hand gets the win. He goes to 6-1 on the season, and Kenley Jansen gets his 19th save of the season. So the Dodgers improve to 59-19, while the Cubs fall to 49-28. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.